Aatrox in lane.
Yeah, so you have this triple melee topside with this perma-shoving bot lane for EG here. The Aatrox was a bit of a problem for a lot of teams in playoffs in North America.
Thought maybe he was gonna go in on Razork there, but it didn't happen. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, a lot of damage there to Vulcan. First blood, Fnatic.
So there's still lots to play for EG. It's not like the bot lane is all of a sudden shut down.
You don't lose, the game outright, but you do have that hiccup in tempo, which can slow things down. Compositions, a lot of people do love the Gore Drinker still, just for how beefy it makes you in team fights.
Oh boy, Calgary getting jumped on here in the bottom lane. No flash, no way out. Upset gets another.
Razork with every jungler's favorite gank. Show up, shoot your ult over the wall, get that, contribution, then just keep power clearing. Gonna now get an invade as well. They get the pressure in the bot side, forcing Vulcan out of lane. This is going south for EG quick.
Oh, Vulcan does have flash. Razork, do you throw your Q in? He's not.
Nope.
Kills the humanoid TP'd into the mid lane instead. And had that happen, game would have gone a whole different way, but seeing as this is the reality, Jojo even having to flash away there.
I feel like every time we're panning to the mid lane, it's humanoid taking control over the 1v1 and Jojo being forced to retreat. He's constantly on the back foot. Razork tries to invade now against Inspired. Inspired's looking to set this one up. Razork is low. Jojo's coming in, and Inspired gets EG on the board.
All right, overstep by Razork puts EG on the board. They find that shutdown kill pretty huge, getting the red buff onto Viego as well. Maybe now Inspired can start finding a way to disrupt these lanes that are all
pressure elsewhere on the map, and all of a sudden, slowly but surely, you pick apart the pieces that EG has going for them. Now even just leveraging down on the bot side, picking up the turret, and might potentially pick up the Drake too.
Oh yeah, Fnatic making sure that Evil Geniuses are not able to stack low enough to take it down, get all the plate money. Plates are long since gone here top, but this is going to be enough to force down the tier 1 in top lane.
That wonder he gets that shield, gets some healing with his Qs. He can drain tank you, as we see. Maybe.
Oh boy, flash into the stun with Everfrost. Blink and you miss it. Humanoid is out.
Humanoid gets caught on side. It's an old meme, but it does still check out. Apparently, EG down towards the bot lane, finally finding some ways back into the game. And this is what you need to look for as well. Because I think a lot of teams, and specifically towards teams that struggles every now and then, that when they fall behind, they only default to still standard League of Legends to try and get back into it. If you want to not give them away, you're forced to go for a team fight. You can't look for the side lane.
And there's no real reason to give it away as Jojo jumped on.
Jojo gets jumped on. He's going to be exploded. The timing is terrible. 25 seconds on the Drake. He won't be alive in time for it. Evil Geniuses lose their mid laner at the wrong. And we were talking in draft about how, hey, MF Leona, it sucks early. You're going to are Evil Geniuses and Fnatic getting that head-to-head advantage over them, taking the 1-0 here on day one.
Really, in terms of elevating their lead. Because quite often, once again, they'll try and look for invades. Might not have to.
Oh boy, Inspired could be in a pretty precarious situation here. Yes, he is. Now we got even more problems. It's bullet time! Razork!
And the rest of EG just walking into the river where it's just not their territory any longer, gifting them the kills, and in essence, also giving them the Baron.
Had his ult and flash available. That's why I think Inspired felt safe to kind of walk into that river, but just too much damage.
Throw from Fnatic, or is this going to require some sort of misexecution?
TB.
Oh no. Oh no, look away, North American fans. Just well,
we saw.
We've already seen such a thing. Impact at least getting the second turret of the game for EG, but it's immediately answered by Fnatic getting an even more valuable turret in the tier 2 bottom lane. That's both side lane tier 2s gone now. Fnatic still have Baron for another 90 seconds already, plus 2,500 gold on the play.
30 seconds, Infernal Drake, and you're just like, you're just
completely in straight front-to-back team fights to try and kill these somewhat tanky members of Fnatic.
Okay, bullet time just to zone the EG players away there from the turret. Make sure that their attention is focused squarely there as Razork takes Soul Point to the side of Fnatic. One more Drake and Infernal Soul is going to make this game even scarier than it already is for the Evil Geniuses. Rux goes in, can just walk right back out. EG, they know they're so far behind. Their moment has to be perfect. Their engage has to be spotless.
And that's the thing right now, having that Leon ultimate is at least something to look for, but even then, if you get upset, he still opted in for that cleanse. Fnatic, being intelligent, playing on 2 lanes, Baron still active. You push in mid lane, you move the rest of the members down, but you keep the pressure going.
Fnatic will move on to their second tier 3 turret of the game now. The Baron is gone, but what's it even matter when you're this far ahead? Wonder spreads his wings, moves forward with a World Ender. Jojo tries to jump in, but Jojo has just not found much of anything here in this game. Cowrie barely gets away. He'll survive with 200 HP, but Fnatic will use this momentum to take mid inhibitor, bot inhibitor, and most of what's left of EG's hopes. Well, 5 digits behind. We'll just leave it that way. As Fnatic, they don't even need the Baron. They're going to push this up. They know they got the pressure elsewhere. They try to go in with Inspired on EG's side, but it just doesn't matter. It's too much money, and they're beating them to death with the wallet. Double kill back up to upset. Fnatic get 4. This game's over.
First fight between EU and NA goes Europe's way. Fnatic slap EG down. They're on the board as well.